us at the North Korean border.
Just took my passport. I don't know what they were doing with it.
North Korea is the most restricted country in the entire world, known for its increasingly dangerous military threat, and ruled by the controlling dictator Kim Jong-un. And I'll be traveling across the North Korean border through numerous guard towers, military checkpoints, risking my life with a hidden camera to document what's never been shown to the public of what really happens inside the border of North. Here to go see the border of North Korea.
North Korea?
Yeah, what do you think of that? Waiting to be picked up by a stranger who's probably a spy to take me to the demilitarization zone, which is the border that separates North and South Korea. And the closest you can ever get to this is by booking a private tour. So why am I doing this? I've seen other YouTubers book this exact tour, but there's certain areas where filming is strictly illegal, and soldiers will literally confiscate your footage if you get caught.
A military soldier came up to me and made me delete the footage. This is insane, bruh.
That's why I brought this. This might look like a normal pair of car keys, but if you look carefully, it actually has a hidden camera inside. So I have one goal: sneak in this camera and release what exactly the North Korean border is trying to hide. My driver named Juan arrived and told me to get in his car quickly if I wanted to go see North Korea, so I did. Is the DMZ dangerous?
What do you think? South Korea is enemy. They can attack the South Korea anytime. Korea is technically at war now.
Oh, well now that I know North and South Korea are still at war, and little Kimmy can just nuke me at any moment, Juan took me into the entrance of the DMZ where we waited for the official bus to take us into the border.
We will have 2 times of ID checks. 1 or 2 Korean soldiers will get on the bus. They will ask your ID.
A lot of military checkpoints. Okay. I explored what could be the very last time I see South Korea and asked Juan if he could film me in front of this little Korean soldier statue. We got 3 things to do. Let's see if we can get through the first one. Thank you. Basically what those 3 things are is actually me breaking 3 North Korean laws on the border. But first I had this insane opportunity to talk to an actual person from North Korea who shared her story of how she barely escaped with her life.
안녕하세요. 제가 있을 때는 직장에 출근해도 면역당한 장사를 같이 하다가 북한 보이고 요원들에 대해 잡히게 됩니다. 잡혀서 1년 동안 보이고 구금실에서 갖은 검은과 영양실조 허약이 돼서 다 죽게 돼서요. 그래야 자식도 있고 해서 남편 시신을 찾자고 하니 끌려나와서 알았는데 남편이라서 물어보니까 저하고 같은 구금실에서 4달 있다가 어디 갖다 버렸는지 시신을 찾을 수가 없었습니다. 일을 도와주다가 잡혀서 저도 감옥 생활에서 온갖 범과 죽게 됐지. 짱도 남편도 사망해서 시신을 못 찾지 하니까 너무 자기 때문에 그렇게 됐다고 중국으로 건너게끔 길 안내자도 사기하고 오금비도 다 나가고 정신적 고통으로 잠도 하나도 못 자고 그러는 걸 대한민국 정부에서 저를 다 치료해서 진지하게 들어주셔서 너무너무 감사드립니다.
I just wanted to say, keep here.
감사합니다. 너무 멋있게 잘생겼다 해주세요. 멋있다.
She said you are so handsome.
Thank you so much. Well, I just made a new best friend, and if you want to help others like her, you can donate to Liberty in North Korea, which is a charity that directly helps people escape out of North Korea. The link for that is in the description. So as the buses started arriving to take us into the North Korean border, I couldn't help but wonder what actually would happen if I got caught breaking these laws. So if someone breaks a law in the DMZ, because if the DMZ is like shared between North and South, who gets them in trouble? South Korea or North Korea?
We had some incidents. There were Americans who were killed by North Korean soldiers.
Oh, killed by North Korean soldiers. Yes. Well, now that I know how dangerous my little side quest could be, I definitely have never felt more scared in my life as we passed by multiple guard towers and military checkpoints, which is when they told us
You're gonna stop by at the military checkpoint, okay? Please take out your passport and don't take a photo of the soldier.
it's time to break my first North Korean law using my hidden camera. So soldiers began boarding our bus, checking our IDs one at a time. But as soon as one of them came up to check mine, they immediately took it and walked away, leaving me wondering if I'm gonna even be able to enter since I was the only American on the bus. And well, this is apparently what North Koreans think of Americans.
총돌에도 대처할 철저한 준비가 되어 있다는 것을. Just took my passport. I don't know what they were
gave me back my passport, but had me sign a bunch of other documents that were all in Korean, so I probably just ended up signing a waiver that, like, soldiers could just, like, shoot me in the head if they wanted to.
Thank you. It seems that everybody made it.
And then we finally made it out of the border checkpoint and into the North Korean DMZ.
Well, we made it to DMZ officially now.
And before I show you the dangers of this place, like walking near landmines, entering an underground tunnel that leads straight into North Korea, and getting questioned by soldiers, there was something I had to do first.
Is there a bathroom here?
Bathroom's there.
The bathroom was the only place I could think of that had no eyes watching me, but then the worst possible scenario just walked in. I can't believe there's a potential North Korean soldier in the bathroom with me right now. I don't want to risk this footage getting confiscated. I brought this adapter. I'm gonna try to upload it to the cloud as quickly as I can. But I don't have any data or service because I'm traveling outside the United States right now. This is actually gonna be so clutch because today's sponsor, Saley, gave me a 5 gigabyte data plan for when I'm traveling, which is gonna help me upload this footage before it's too late. I'm gonna try and get through this ad-free without getting caught as well. Saley's a new eSIM service app that will always give you connection when needed, like when you're traveling on like me and need internet connection. Literally one download with Saley provides you with eSIM internet connection. It's gonna save you money and roaming fees. All you need to do is download the Saley app, choose a data plan, and apply code RENNIT to get 15% off. Okay, now I have access to the internet. Go to Maps, message my loved ones, which I probably should do, in case this is the last video I ever make. Okay, Saley is super cool and available almost everywhere. So whenever you travel this summer, download the Saley app and use code RENNIT to get 15% off. Click the link in my description. Okay, my footage just got uploaded. I gotta get out of here. Now it's time to explore the North Korean DMZ because I still got 2 more laws to break. But now that I'm technically in North Korea, as I got closer and closer, I started seeing more danger signs.
So the signs on those fences that say mine on it, that's for landmine, right?
There are active mines still in the DMZ. You know, most of the, the landmines are removed here.
Most of them are removed, but not all of them.
Not all of them. The soldiers here, their main job is to detect the landmines.
So they're still looking for landmines around here. So one wrong step and it's They're still looking for landmines around here. So one wrong step and it's
But that's not going to stop me into getting deeper into the North Korean border. So if I can't explore over the land, then I'm going to have to go through underground tunnels instead. This next tunnel was built so North Korean soldiers could invade South Korea, and it's where I'm going to break the next North Korean law by filming it. Because it is strictly illegal to film the inside of this tunnel. So they forced me to put my camera and equipment away in this locker, but thankfully, I got the hidden camera inside.
So how come they don't let anyone take photos or videos in here?
This is a military zone. The military zone.
As we went deeper and deeper inside the tunnels, I couldn't help but wonder what exactly North Korea was trying to hide down here. But as my guide was explaining that this is an active military zone, I noticed that there were these masks posted all over the place.
What are these masks for? This North Korean tunnel is connected to North Korea. They just, they send, gas and a poison.
Oh,
In
so
case,
in case
just
we
in
put
case.
gas, they
Just in
give
case.
us
Yeah,
the
just in
mask.
case.
Oh my gosh. So North Korea could just like gas this tunnel, and in case that happens, we run and put those masks on. That's how dangerous these tunnels are.
So yeah, at any moment, North Korean forces can just pump poisonous gas in these tunnels and invade. And if they catch me and realize that I'm secretly recording, I can be arrested and detained for life. Since we're now entering the parts of the tunnel that's getting me closest to North Korea than ever before.
So North Koreans actually like built this just so that they could sneak into South Korea and invade and attack, right?
Yeah. This is very small, but about 30,000 soldiers killed within 1 hour.
What's the skill of thing? That's like a real one?
Yeah, real one.
So yeah, apparently the walls can just explode at any second. However, when we got to the deepest point of the tunnel, we saw a camera feed that showed the sealed end of the other tunnel directly into North Korea. We still have one more North Korean law that we're gonna have to break, which meant finding another way close to the border since these tunnels are loaded with dynamite, sealed off by concrete, and technically anyone here could be a North Korean spy, so I got out of there as quickly as I could and got on the next bus to another location on the border.
So yeah, this place is where South Koreans come to hopefully one day meet up with North Koreans. Their loved ones and family members are still over there on the other side of the border. So they built this little unification village to try to hopefully one day have hope that reunification can happen, I guess. What do you think it's like living in like a town that's like in the DMZ basically?
They are in the middle of the DMZ. You know, in the past, they were kidnapped to North Korea, and it was very dangerous. But for me, I don't like it.
So literally the time that I was there, tensions between North and South Korea were rising, which meant that military presence was growing, which made it even more dangerous and difficult to get closer to North Korea, which means I have to use my hidden camera to film inside the military base without getting caught, which is harder now that there are more soldiers around. Any step in the wrong direction could also just lead me into a landmine. I finally made it inside the military base, which had an observatory, and from here I could finally see into a real North Korean town. Well, technically it's not real since it's apparently a fake propaganda town that North Korea built to make tourists believe that they have populous cities. So even though I was looking straight into North Korea, I still had to get closer. So if I'm gonna break this next law, I'm gonna have to risk everything to get as close as possible. We're now on our way towards one of the closest points we can get to the North Korean border. But as we got closer, the number of military checkpoints and bases kept growing, and I could tell that even my driver was getting nervous.
Any luck on getting closer to North Korea?
I was getting really nervous that I might not be able to pull off my last bit, but that is when my heart sank. When armed DMZ military stopped our car from getting any closer to North Korea.
아, 수고하십니다. 아, 저기 이제 그 외국인 손님 모시고 왔는데, 뭐 그냥 그쪽 한번 쳐다보고 그냥 사진만 한 장 찍으면 되거든요. 네.
Someone might have spotted me secretly filming this whole time. I could be getting arrested. My driver could be getting arrested. But thankfully, after a tensionous checkpoint stop, we were eventually let go. So with the good news that we're not being arrested, we took a detour to the closest possible point to the North Korean border that wasn't being held up by Korean soldiers, where I would finally break my last North Korean law.
That's North Korea, and the river comes from this, and the floated up, you know.
This is as close as we can get to seeing North Korea without getting shot. And I came here to do one thing. This is it.